Right, now, next we've got John Horsley. John is a retired bloke. And he's wrote many plays and songs for the youngsters. He's been a member of Hull Community Theatre for an alarming 40 years, where he's acted and written songs for lots of shows. Meeting with other creative folks is exciting for John. Ladies and gentlemen, John Horsley.
I'm reading a few poems, two about Hull and two about time. It's a little bit tearful at first, but it does get happy as we go along. I'm beginning with Goodbye to Hull. A friend of mine was leaving Hull to live in Manchester, and he was very glad to get away from Hull. So I wrote this poem, trying to echo his feelings, but he wouldn't agree to my final line. Goodbye to Hull. So it's goodbye to Hull, a place that is too far beyond, at the empty end of the motorway, adrift on the river's horizons, bombed in war barely remembered, flooded while no one else noticed, where people lead lives that are shorter, less safe on the distant estates. Now I see glass palaces rising, replacing the factories and mills. So, in my farewell to my city, why are my eyes filling with tears? Thank you. This next one came to me suddenly, out of the blue, quite recently. The Sparrow. An older brother said to his younger brother, I am going to shoot that sparrow with my air gun. And he took up his gun and aimed. Wait, said his younger brother, I have heard that if you show your kindness to a sparrow, then he will keep you company when you're about to die. That is a silly story, said the older brother, and yet the younger pleaded, please, give it a try. Oh, very well, the older brother said, and laid the gun aside. 60 years passed, and then the older brother, weak and ill, remembered what his younger brother said, and sought in vain the sparrow at his window pane. The younger brother came to see the older, who complained, I've searched the sky and cannot see the sparrow you promised would be with me when I died. And you are right, the younger brother said. The sparrow which you saved died long ago. But with its mate, it had a happy life. They brought up lots of young ones, who in turn reared many more, and their youngsters are flying there outside your window now. The older brother turned his head toward the sky and saw the many lives he'd let into the world. Then tears of happiness came to his eyes, and he reached out and took his brother's hand, and there he died. Thank you. We know longer and longer numbers nowadays, don't we? Trying to remember our mobile phone numbers is quite a problem. So here's a poem all about numbers. Who invented numbers? Who thought of 1 and 2, megabyte and giga, the digitally new? The cardinals are clutter, the ordinals are dire, fractions are but fractious, division should expire. Let's count by dusk and sunrise, the course of sun and moon across the starlit heavens and through the clouds at noon. Let shadows point the hours, as turning earth intends, to feed the cat and walk the dog and have some drinks with friends. We'll tell the passing seasons by changing field and tree, by hearing birds and fledglings, by visits to the sea. And let's tell years by birthdays, of newborn, young and old, and look into the universe to see where time is told. So it's back to Hull here now, and we've heard some pretty critical words about Hull, but I think really we're very fond of the city. I'm afraid I'm from Cottingham, but I worked for a lifetime in Hull, and if I'm very far away from around here, and people say, where are you from? I'm much more likely to say Hull than I am Cottingham, because they know where Hull is, but not Cottingham. Anyway, here's an anthem for Hull. They're a bit out of fashion, but let's do a bit of celebrating. City of Kingston upon Hull, you sail as a ship on a fair humber breeze. Your citizen crew is aboard, your course set for faraway seas. Through storms to prosperity's prize, may your days of endeavour forever be told, and your sails billow blue as the sky, bearing in brilliance 3 crowns of gold. Thank you.